Crash course on Inazuma fashion. What's that? Where was I? I don't think I played yet today. Huh. Interesting. It's not a question, it's exclamation part. But it's also... Alright, well, whatever. I like the music in here. Why isn't my video? Here it is. Share, copy link. I'm gonna stay in this tavern. Got some chill music, some delicious looking buffets, and it just looks nice. What do we got upstairs? Nice view. Oh, and there's the bar. Nice little bar area up here. Although, my dudes, your bar has a problem. Shams, the boat captain. Hey Shams, how you doing? Canned stuff. Spam. Okay then.
Your theory is just putting the cart before the horse.
Oh boy. What the hell is this? Is this a bed or a couch? Why are there so many instruments? Lovely rug decor.
Not drunk. Not yet.
This kind of tavern makes me just want to go back and play like Divinity or something like that.
Your theory is just putting the cart before the horse.
You know, any kind of game that lets you just mess around. What was that one game I'm trying to think of? Was that Dragon Age? I think it might have been Dragon Age. Dragon Age 2 specifically. Follow total of 10 Sealy. Completed 10. Yep. get those. Gotta get those primos. Sitting pretty. How many pulls is that? Alexa, 10,755 divided by 1,600.
10,755 divided by 1,600 is approximately 6.7219.
So I'll have 7. Yeah, that's a guaranteed 5-star. I have enough for a guaranteed 5-star, and if I get it early, what's my pity at? Five, 6, 7, 8. It's at 8. Yeah, could take a while, but look at this, look at this, look at this. 5, 6, 11, 16, 21, 26, 31. Yep, there it is. 32, 33. Pity was at 33. I've been saving them up. Last time I used them was when I pulled Hu Tao. And I play a lot. Plus we're getting 200 primos a day for right now. So you might want to sign in and grab your primos. It's day 4. You'd get 800 primos if you haven't been collecting them. Anyway, I'm looking around, just enjoying this. And, what the fuck? Why? I mean, I can't tell if this is a bed or a couch. And, why are there so many instruments? What the hell goes on here? Anyway, lovely bar. I only see one problem. Can you tell me what it is? Yeah, I have no idea how to get behind the bar. There's no entrance. There's no way. Anyway, so I got 2 things I can do here. Now leave it up to you to decide. I can either continue on with this Archon quest. No, that's the other thing. I can either continue on with this Archon quest, and try to meet the Dendro Archon, or I could work on witchcraft. It says expires in 8 days, so I gotta do it sooner rather than later. So what's the vote? Really? You don't want to see the Ikatomi spirit-seeking scrolls of the witchcraft? The apparently Natlin has witchcraft now. All right. We'll follow. We'll do the cat mommy quests. At some point, I plan on turning this into a drunken stream, but it's still pretty early for me, so I think I'll wait a few hours before attempting that. There's Cat
Sorry I'm
Mommy.
late, Nilu.
Oh, Dudersad.
Nilu.
It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that,
Wow.
but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Oh,
Oh, don't mind
meet
us.
the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumaru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land?
Yep.
That's wonderful. You two absolutely mustn't miss the Sub-Zerus festival. By the way, Dudersad, we've
we
already
actually,
started decorating
just
the
had
Grand
that.
Bazaar. It looks
I don't know
spectacular. Thanks to
you've
your
been doing,
generous
but-
contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
See, I'm not gonna criticize the outfits here too much because tropical climate, desert climate, yeah, it gets hot. So it makes sense for them to be wearing less clothing in these areas. So that they get this region gets a pass. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it. I just don't see it as a necessity in every single outfit.
Not bad. Huh. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it.
So,
We didn't want anything bad happening.
does Nilu
So
have
we were going to
actual
cancel all the
horns, or
stage
is that just part of the
performances.
headdress?
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely.
No, save the
Can't let
arts.
that happen, though. Not only would everyone
Knowledge
involved in
is
the theater
wonderful,
go
but so are the
hungry,
arts.
But then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sub-Zerus festival anymore. Thank the Dendro Archon for Dunerzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree.
God, no
And we also
wonder.
gave the stage a much-needed makeover.
No wonder you love this stuff
The
so
stage is
much.
going
It's
to be
got
even
theater
prettier
kids,
when
it's got
festival time.
trauma
I
boys.
can't wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zerus, the most important performance at the Sub-Zerus festival.
Dunerzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how
Oh,
this
story
holiday
time.
came to be. According to legend, the Sub-Zerus festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet.
Puppy.
Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful padisaras began to bloom wherever she
Padisaras?
stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment." Huh? Really? Oh, you probably mean because all the gods in this story are no longer alive. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered padisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Patisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Patisara's in memory of the Goddess of Flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real Patisaras on the stage. So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sabzeruz festival? Will you two be coming?
No.
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday.
Ooh, the PlayStation wrap-up is coming out. Wonder how many hours in Genshin I have.
That's a great idea! Of course Paimon wants to watch. Those 2 things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
So how about we all attend the Sabzeruz festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sabzeruz festival.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Walk around the Grand Bazaar. Hi, you. Hey, you want to go off to the corner? There's a nice little spot underneath that bridge that we could go and talk in private.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. 2 things that the academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Shidamonti. What?
Dancing at the Sabzeruz festival.
What?
You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. If the Goddess of Flowers ever knew Lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too. The Sabzeruz festival has been losing its appeal.
What happened to
over
these
the
things
years.
over here? Are they just not set up, or did they get
That
knocked
is,
down?
until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life. I heard she forked out a lot of mora to make it all happen.
Ooh, I like the street lamps. I want a mini one. I want a mini version of this. Like one of those floor-to-ceiling lamps. Schneezian toys. Okay. Ooh, let's go talk to Puppy. Swoof?
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an outlander?
I never really
Did you
even
know that
noticed.
the
Is
Sabzeruz
there
festival is
any
about to
blonde
happen?
people in this game?
There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
Yeah. So maybe I just couldn't remember who else had blonde hair. Well, no, I mean, like, everyone keeps saying that the Traveler's got like pretty hair, and the Rana are like, oh, it's the Golden Nada, and so just like all of a sudden I just realized I couldn't remember if anyone else had blonde hair. So it just must be no blonde-haired people in this region. Yeah, I know. I just had a brain fart.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumaru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the
Yeah,
best
but
of
is
the
he?
best. Sure, those folks at the Academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
Because, like, I mean,
In my opinion, Shoots is the best stars.
I'm looking around and I mean, I'm not seeing any common people with blonde hair. Huh. It's intriguing. I will have to keep my eye open for that.
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing.
I mean, for all I know,
There's
that kid
also
could have just
something
been like
different about you from when we first
exceptionally interested in her specific blonde.
I thought I'd
Like
add
it's
a little extra
like there's
pizzazz to
blonde
my
and then
dress
there's
for the
blonde.
festival. See?
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too? I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off this crown. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, please. I want to know if those
May
horns are part of you or not.
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head. So this crown
okay.
was made to reflect that.
What you doing?
Oh boy. What was
Dunya
that?
Zad, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself.
Okay then.
Hey, is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine.
Run, Catherine, run! I always liked Catherine's green trim.
Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine.
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon. What's shaken?
Whoa, break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say
Add extra barbecue sauce.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the
Wait.
same Fontaine movie day
Fontaine
after
has
day.
movies?
But take you two, for example. You travel across Tevat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Tevat.
I mean, I knew Fontaine was the
looking for clues about
mechanical area of this place, of Tibet.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone,
Well,
then
okay,
that's
but
where their
technically,
true value lies.
if I were following the storyline, I should barely know anything about Fontaine at this
It
point.
looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
In fact, when this was written, I don't even think Fontaine was part of the map.
Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumaru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
Bye, Catherine.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come
Let's
up
take
with a
one
way
way.
to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious?
Should we talk about it in private?
It might not necessarily
back to
pan
that
out,
tavern?
so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take
Maybe
you to
check out
somewhere
that
and ask
bed
someone some
couch?
questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dia.
Keep up.
Keep up. Automatic doors. Hey, you know, it doesn't have to be anything serious. I don't need a commitment. You know, we could, form a little polycule.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
I still don't think that hair framing is practical.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord.
Alright. Whatever. I want to start getting the Sumaru pieces for my teapot.
Hey, Chief.
Because they look so cool.
Dia, what are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Osfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by
Ruksha?
asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Rukshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumaru City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell them what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
Just might.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me,
And he sounds like
the
Odo
case
from
is
Deep
more
Space
about
Nine.
the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumaru. You
Port
can travel there
Ormos?
by leaving Sumaru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumaru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Really?
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumaru City.
Okay, fine,
There
whatever.
are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumaru for King Deshret." Word is that more and more are joining their movement.
Uh-oh.
They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are.
Overlying
King
plot
Deshret's been
being
dead
revealed
for
here?
thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness.
Let me
still
guess,
wish
the
to have a god of
Fatui
their
are
own.
somehow behind it.
Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia, and you too, Osfond. Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that.
Where's the fuck that I'll get here when I get here option?
Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival.
I really hope I can get Baldur's Gate or Dragon Age sometime soon, because I really want to play a game that where your choices actually make a difference. Oh, yeah, yeah. Interesting. All right. Let's see. I do have a travel. I have that there because I think this is where that we did the festival. Yeah. Because all the festival entertainment stuff was right down there. Huh. I should learn how to do that.
He will pay the price one day.
Oh. Oh, and she's got an adventure challenge. Eh. Right. Oh, I got teachings of practice for that. That's why I gotta sometimes randomly talk to people. You can get, some minor gifts from them. Spasibo much Rama. Sharif. Hey, Sharif, I'm stealing vegetables. Come stop me. Yep, world quest up ahead. Because I need more of those. Should see my Fontaine world quest list. For not having spent a lot of time there, I sure picked up a few.
Come and have a good look yourself.
Wait,
Traditional
weren't you just
spices
over...
of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite
What's
mercenary
happening?
groups are nearly in open conflict. But does the core of 30 care?
Oh, the core 30.
And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumaru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these clouds.
I fought a dragon.
Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Osvan told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item? Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumaru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumaru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the Academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the Academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a
This
merchant
voice
is
does
better.
sound familiar too.
So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Yes, eavesdropping. That sounds like a good idea. Don't mind me. I'm just a stranger hiding behind
I've tried asking
crates.
around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear.
Different colored
Especially a group
hats
that's
with
constantly
emblems.
shouting some stuff about King Deshred and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ain al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 mora, he'll give you info on anything.
Easy.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. And the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon.
Okay.
Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that? So, what's our plan?
Run. Tavern or Eremites?
Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora. Have you lost your mind?
Yeah.
All right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
Want to buy some spices? We have all the usuals, but at a
No, at all. I doubt it. Don't mind me. I'm just stealing the goods. What is up with you? Why are you smiling? You must know something I don't. Wait.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
I can only guess what's happening. I've got a theory.
Oh,
I think
you've
I know.
arrived. Please take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion.
Caracal?
They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time.
Caracals are amazing.
So we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Caracals are basketball players.
With boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret. So they're probably the ones
King Deshret.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumaru, and all of them shall be punished.
King Deshret and vengeance on Subaru?
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
How can there be Kairagi here?
Hey, you. How's it going, bud?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
I am a student from the
student?
academy.
What's a student from Sumaru City doing in Port Ormos?
I'm looking for info about a certain, something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh? What is this, some kind of joke?
Oh, sorry. She must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I don't have the 500,000 mora. I'm trying to get to 250,000 just so I can upgrade, level up Nahida. I don't have it. How is this happening?
No other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there.
Unless I earned it somehow
Well,
since
what
last
are you
time I
waiting
looked.
for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention King Deshret.
Does shit.
We're actually interested wanted to know more because we're archaeology students.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info.
No, that's not how it works.
As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization.
Oh, boy.
And our ancestors were forced to flee to this land, where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there. Oh,
Seems like
no.
propaganda.
King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our God shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true God will suffer retribution together.
Wow.
If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret.
Wow. Dramatic much?
I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. Rod.
You again? Deranged Academia lunatic.
Well, it's not who I thought it was going to be, but...
I already warned you that if you weren't
Close.
willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like
Oh,
this?
hate him?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the Academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an
he's a lunatic.
If you're
Okay.
suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay, then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Faros Lighthouse,
boy.
4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
That I didn't have in the first place?
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Hyman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant
Mr.
recently.
Hyman?
This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too!
That's because he's a lunatic.
He seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions.
Where's my kitty? I want my kitty to snuggle with. Kitty, where are you? I like it when she snuggles with me while playing games. I'm gonna have to look this soundtrack up and find this Sumaru's tracks.
What do you want?
I'll hail him?
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about!
Wait, Teyvat has horses?
Since you tore
I haven't seen any horses.
right in front of them, you must know the real story about
Shouldn't it be Hold Your Sumpter Beast?
certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
He's not gonna believe this.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from
Not only that, I can use all the elements.
thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone.
So do visions have to be out in the open in order for them to work? Because, like, couldn't you hide a vision on you somewhere? Or can you just sense visions? How does that whole thing work?
I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
Yeah, we're kind of, like, dumb like that.
Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries,
His
then you have to know
chest
something by
gives
now.
Zelda
Tell me what
symbol
you know
vibes.
so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This
What
is
is
what
on
you've
his
been looking
ear?
for.
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha.
So it's
Anyone who
it's
links it
like
to their
a
personal
laptop.
Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha,
You wearing
which heavily
headphones?
regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
Is he like one of those people who's always listening to music?
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumaru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your... With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Oh. Oh, so Al-Haytham wants to go to a secluded spot to continue our conversation. Hold on, let me go get Cat Mommy. Be right back.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
Oh, I'll help you with something.
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Oh, no.
Inferior knowledge capsules. She often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Ooh, playing hardball. I like him. He's like helpful, but
you two are outlanders who haven't been here for long.
Yeah,
so Dory should view
like,
you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password.
Yeah, he's
Beyond the
slick.
password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
His abs, is that
improvise.
like a really tight... Yeah, it's gotta be like a tight black sleeveless t-shirt. It just has to be. Oh my god, it would be so on point.
She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Ooh, pick the right one. Pick the right one.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when
Okay,
viewed
well,
through elemental sight.
what's the measurement? What's the value of
That's
like
because
how you
knowledge
measure it?
originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap.
Canned
You'll need to
knowledge.
spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormuz
Matra?
lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the... Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an
The
open
what?
discussion then.
Excuse me? You want to do what at a what?
Road, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormuz. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Wait, what? Information chart? Cheat code? He gave me a cheat sheet? A cheat? What was that? So, informant code chart. Looking to buy unripe power fruits, ask informant to take it to Dory. Wearing a morning flower. Okay. Looking to buy products legally available on the market. So I need a morning flower. Customers mouse. Rishburlandau Tigaro. Taken by mice, take it. Sure. Pack in Sumaru City style. Pack in or Port Ormuz style. Huh. Response to looking to buy unripe power fruits is asking the informant to take you to Dory. Alright, complimenting a customer's skill. A customer's skill corresponds to a fruit that causes dizziness and ringing in the ears. Heat stroke. Okay, well, that's interesting.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy? What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me.
I am curious to see what would have happened if I had chosen the other
You
one.
two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumaru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumaru rose means common merch.
Yeah.
No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Glad I read that paper. I'm glad I noticed I got that paper. I wasn't really paying attention to the conversation. Do we have a secret tunnel?
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our horror fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
fuck. What one was it?
Yep, that's the right answer.
I think
But
I was trying to
eating
remember.
horror fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your horror fruits to be packaged in the Sumaru City or Port Ormos style?
I know what they mean. I just don't know which one I'm supposed to choose. I guess.
I'm guessing that you're going for a more traditional packaging since this is your first time here.
Wait a sec. Sumaru City style means we're only buying a few things. He won't take us to see Dory if...
I'm sorry.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look.
Yeah, see, I didn't know which one I was supposed to...
Before I retrieve your products, I need... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you
What's
today.
the point of, like,
Earlier,
having
many
the
of
trust
our
build up in
horror
little
fruits were
bits
taken by mice.
when one wrong answer depletes the whole thing?
Thanks. If better goods, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating horror fruit that makes...
Would you like your horror fruits to be packaged in the Sumaru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot!
Yeah,
it's the
but-
Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? I'll hate them said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here.
Well, fuck.
We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
I'm just gonna take my time here. La 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 la. Just kidding.
He ran that way. Look, he's over there.
Did he really see the matcha, or are we being scammed?
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
Hi, Dory.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely...
Why do you hate Dory so much?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? I'm unsure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
You know, honestly, if she screwed Kaveh over, then maybe he just needs to, like, be smarter and get good.
To be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it.
I can't risk
Yeah, I'll get around to reading everyone's stories eventually.
just a few faces. No matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble.
I kind of wanted to wait till, like,
Folks trying to run a
friendship levels were maxed out before reading all the stories, but that's going to take a while.
So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're
At least
all
they didn't
good.
give Tiny Dory giant breasts. That would have been weird.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila!
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied
I want to learn the dialect of
extremely
Hilichurls.
rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in that
Me?
topic?
I want to be.
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early
Oh, I
Argon
wonder where
War
that one
period?
came from.
With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation.
Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful.
2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Yeah, I was like looking at the achievements, and I learned that there's a lot of achievements that you can get from taking
Your
commissions.
heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge
And like
capsule
some of the
are
commissions
indicated
have
in
multiple
small text
endings.
on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
All right, let's try the method.
And some of the commissions unlock world quests. Okay.
Ah, you've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
Yeah, but only the ones that have like only the top ones really. Like anything that has like an exclamation point in it.
My,
Anything that's not like usually the bottom 3 are just like normal defeat all the enemies. But anything that looks like it might be part of an actual where you have to actually talk to somebody.
1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more and more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million Mora.
1 million Mora!
Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million. But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million Mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Alhaitham.
Oh, Paimon.
Curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you.
Paimon, chill.
You got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 Mora.
Excellent. Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Uh-huh.
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million Mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad
What are
feeling
you
about this.
doing here?
Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. Huh? Why? Hey, we're getting a capsule worth 1 million Mora here. Don't be such a party pooper. Well, anyway,
Jeez, Paimon.
the Mora's already been spent. something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing
Yes, that one.
techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes.
Yeah.
Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques 8.
No.
Not sure we'd ever
No.
find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your Mora to Dory and doors will open.
Dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Al-Haytham.
The Wilkala Fun Duke?
About what the Academia lost.
Keep up.
Keep up. Shade. Do 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 do. Oh hey, Paimon screwed you over.
You made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay, now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
I think that green gem had on the bottom half of it is kind of like sewed to some fabric. So it's like still not exactly on his. It's on his skin, but it's not attached to his skin.
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
We don't need a you know, like sometimes
you're on the right track.
I don't get why sometimes Paimon has to do a whole recap, when other times they just say cut the black and be like so and so explains.
Divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we can learn how to beat the Dendro
Why am I still sleepy?
Or even how to find your brother?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the Divine Knowledge Capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar.
They adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the mantra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. There, that should be good. Sure.
Okay. Then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Haytham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Do it! Do it right there! Do it right there! I dare you. I dare you. Double dog dare you. Alright. Wait, how far do you want me to go? Alright. What is this? Vimana Agama? There's no close by, so okay. Well. Why is that? I don't have it selected. Why is it? Why is it enticing me over there?
Keep up.
All right. This place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength.
That's what I thought. Damn it, Paimon, we could have learned how to make beer.
One before using this knowledge capsule, and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the two tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any
Nerd!
Wow! Haytham! You must have been one of those guys at the Academia who got top grades on everything. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the Academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases
I
can be
feel like I
attributed to
am
curiosity.
Alhaitham.
This
Just not so
is but
emo.
one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight
Make
as you normally
Alhaitham with more emotions. With more empathy.
Shine down. Coming at ya. Go and play. There is no escape. Coming at ya.
So, you want to see something fun? Want to see something fun? Boom! Boom! 2 level 10 talents.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Canned knowledge! Oh my god, it's the thing from Batman Forever. Holy shit, it's literally the thing from Batman Forever.
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I want to see if I can find a good picture of this. Come on. That's hilarious. Come on. Why are they showing me toys? Ugh. Damn it.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, well, I'll look for it a little bit later.
Hey there! Hiya! Coming at ya!
The only thing I don't like about Jean and Raiden is they push the enemies away out of my range as I attack them.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Alhaitham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her combat capability. During the second fight, her overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
Damn it, why can't I find a pit? Why do they keep showing me the fucking toys? Batman Forever. The box. Yeah, this is not working out very well. Oh! I think I found a good pick. Why? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Download image. There. Okay. Hey, shut up. I just sent you a picture of what it reminded me of.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
I really want to know what... Okay. Tangent. It... realism, I guess? I know in some games where time actually makes a difference, like because of days of the week and shit, it's a thing, but... Ooh, and that's why you should play Graveyard Keeper. You should really try it. It's a really fun game. It's kind of like Stardew Valley, but if you're running it, you run a mortuary and graveyard and shit. It's really good. I'm just doing this so that the fucking navigation thing can be taken away. It was bothering me. I'm just gonna get it started and then I'll go back to the other quest. See, that's what I mean. Why do they do that? It's cut to black sometimes, but then other times Paimon has to sit there and give a full recap. I like the vibe with the thunderstorm. Oof. Makes me wish I was playing this in VR. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a VR version. Well, I mean, I guess doing a VR version would be difficult because of all the cutscenes and the camera angles. It wouldn't look as smooth. Golden Nara, just like legendary Nara Varuna. Healing Nara. Of course they are. Okay. Now, let's get back to... Damn it, stop doing that. I do want to get to this, but let me at least get to a good stopping point with this quest first.
Onward. This weather is perfect. We should move out.
I have a feeling that Act 1 has got to be coming to a close sometime soon, because we've been working on it for quite a while.
Here, over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time?
And as soon as I finish Act 1, I'm going to go grab my alcohol. I'll start a new stream. And I'm going to do spooky witch Natlan stuff.
There's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh! I knew customers with an ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way
Okay,
into
so
the
I
action
don't
site.
hate Dory,
Not to mention that if anyone found out
but
that
she
I
isn't
was
as nice or fun as I had hoped for.
big trouble.
There's characters that are like Dory that pull it off very well.
You just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it.
Because
Dory's
to
just...
me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply.
Like,
Therefore, I must
it's obvious you
always be
can't
aware
trust
of what's
Dory.
hot on the market in order
There
to
are other
secure more
characters or other versions of, like, I've seen this character where it's like, you can trust them as long as you know their
Take a
rules.
picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain El
Misery? Wonder if Misery wants company.
You mean the Eremites who worshipped King Deshret?
Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of King Deshret. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. More effort, Dory, opens doors.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain el-Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham.
Does this make sense to you, Cece?
True history is sometimes even more exciting than legend.
Whoops, I almost went back up.
Al-Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hands. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp. See you then.
See, a few days later, we didn't have to adjust the time on this one.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
Oh, that's too far to walk. Damn it. I'm tempted to use my wind thing to get up there and just fly across. I tell you though, the way this game plays, the open worldness of it, and it's like it's just missing like a one or two small mechanics to make it an absolute banger of a game, like some D&D choices or something like that. Like I don't know, but it definitely makes you want to play other open world games like this, where everything is. I mean, that's why I love Nikki or not Infinity Nikki. Because it's basically like those games, but also without the with very little emphasis on combat. Like there's a little bit of combat, but it's
I knew you were
super
crazy,
easy.
but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place.
That's why I gotta try Baldur's
I was more
Gate.
worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is
Maybe after I
into
get
quite
paid
an
and I
occasion.
figure out how much money I have left
I
over.
also brought some backup.
Or maybe I'll have my
assume you
mom
don't
get it
mind.
for me for Christmas.
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine, your funeral. I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food.
Wow.
Get 'em, boys!
Really?
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
Oh, fuck Paimon. Look for the objective in this area. The objective is kicking this guy's fucking ass.
Feeling lucky today?
Shine down.
I also do want to play a game with like action combat, but like this, but like where you actually have to be like clever about it, like with Zelda.
Did you use it? Great! Now we can...
Uh-oh. Oh, this got interesting. Turned him into a cyborg? Ooh, ooh. That's about the most violent thing I've seen so far in this game. Like, up close and or anything. Like, we've seen fights and shit, but it's all been like PG fights. No blood or nothing. Look, all I can see is I'll Hatham step back, I'm going to, and then... Unless that's where you stopped it. I can't always see the full text if it's a longer text.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
I love how they're like, is that understood, Al-Haytham? Knowing full well that Al-Haytham is definitely the type of person to interfere. What the hell did he see?
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly...
Too much knowledge!
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
It's a mystery. Call the Scooby Gang!
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back.
Paimon, oh, you poor sweet summer child.
What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it. Oh, who knows what would have happened to us?
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Yeah, because you got the Divine Knowledge
believe
Capsule.
Our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we can go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists
I really
at all.
wish I hadn't found out
Moreover,
who
since
she
the
is,
Academia
because this would have
possesses
been
the
so much
Akasha,
better if
a
I'm like,
symbol of
who
our
is
deity's
she?
wisdom. Scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
That's why I'm really hoping to avoid spoilers on Natlan's Archon.
Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
And I'm hoping that I can get through Natlan's Archon quest before the next major update.
We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
God, I didn't realize that this game was going to consume so much of my video game time.
Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham. Until
Insane. This is what games should be. Multi-year storytelling. I mean, some games have done well with it, like...
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Yeah, some games they're good at releasing decent DLCs every now and then, like Dead Cells is still returning. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. All right, so stop doing that. So we can get to Act 2 right away. Sometimes there's other quests that need to be done first, like sometimes use World Quest or whatnot. But all right, I'm going to pause the broadcast. All that for 30. That's what I said when I was doing what was the fucking what was it? I think there was an interlude. Yeah, this fucking interlude in the chasm. Holy shit. All that, and I got like 60 Primo gems. Yeah, also, like, the pity system in the way the polling works in Infinity Nikki is you get 5-star shit like every 20 polls. And you get the polls just about as quickly as you do here. But you need 7 to 10 pieces, depending on the outfit, in order to complete the outfit. So I haven't gotten any duplicates of the 5-star pieces, so I think they're generous enough to at least give you one of each before they start giving you duplicates. But yeah, so it's 20 pulls guaranteed 5-star, but you need to get like at least 7 pieces, maybe up to 10 to complete an outfit. So anyway, I'm going to pause the broadcast here. Actually, I'm going to stop the broadcast, and then I'm going to start a new one because it's going to be a different quest line. So if you want to see me do Natlan's, it looks like witchy stuff. The Masters of the Night Wind are unique among the tribes of Natlan, having mastered all kinds of mysterious methods of communicating with the world. In this adventure about clairvoyance, perhaps you'll be able to draw back the corner of the curtain. So, I mean, it looks amazing, and I can't wait to start it. So, but like I said, and I only got 8 days to finish this other quest, and I don't know how long it's going to take. So I will stop here. I'm going to go get my drinks, and then we'll start the next one.